Here are 100 tips to help you win more fights and dominate Apex Legends. Tip 1. Use grenades to split up 1v1s. It makes fights much easier when trying to eliminate a full team. Tip 2. If your team spots an enemy, don't shoot right away. Try the 3-2-1 technique so everyone fires together to instantly knock an enemy. Tip 3. The car can be upgraded by both light and heavy arsenals. It's the only weapon that can do this, allowing for ultra-fast upgrades. Tip 4. Similarly, the car can also swap between heavy and light ammo as well as heavy and light magazines, making it one of the most flexible SMGs in the game. Tip 5. Regroup with your teammates as soon as possible during an endgame fight. Popping a quick cell is fine, but fighting and knocking should always be the priority. Tip 6. Aim for headshots whenever possible. The damage multiplier guarantees easier knocks and faster wins. Tip 7. For endgame circles, play tightly with your team and focus on knocking one player first. Once that's done, it usually cascades, allowing you to wipe the squad easily and win the game. Tip 8. Alter can kidnap people with her portal if they're behind cover. Use this to isolate enemies or pull someone into your crosshairs. Tip 9. Use survey beacons to find isolated fights. Knowing where the next ring goes helps you avoid surprise third parties. Tip 10. Sparrow is the only Recon legend that can scan a survey beacon by shooting his tactical at it. It's a unique advantage for mid-range Recon control. Tip 11. The Bowcheck bow is the only non-care package weapon that doesn't require ammunition. It's perfect for saving backpack space while still dealing strong damage. Tip 12. If you're pushing a fight and low on health, heal your shields first. Don't focus on HP unless you're fighting a caustic, since shields are faster and more efficient. Tip 13. Basic left and right strafing during fights can save your life. It throws off enemy aim and wins more 1v1s than you'd think. Tip 14. This Marvin trick guarantees purple loot every single time. As soon as it wakes up and you see the white smiley face, press interact immediately and it will always give you purple. Tip 15. To win 1v3s consistently, split enemies into separate 1v1s using height and movement. Isolating fights is how you turn impossible fights into easy wipes. Now if you want to win your 1v3s like this, I'm here to help you out. Join my Discord, link below, for personalized one-on-one coaching and clip reviews to help you improve fast. Tip 16. Using your Legend's ultimate can absolutely save your life. Even if you're one-shot, it can buy enough time to reset, escape, or even clutch up a fight you didn't know you could win. Tip 17. Practice one-clipping enemies until it becomes second nature. One mag equals one enemy, which prevents them from resetting and lets you win more 1v3s. Tip 18. The Kraber is still the strongest sniper in the entire game. It's the only weapon that can instantly knock an enemy with a headshot regardless of armor. Tip 19. To win more endgames, always hold height and position yourself in the middle of the ring. This is known as the God spot and almost always guarantees the win. Tip 20. Cover is your best friend in every fight. Use it to your advantage and you can win battles even when you're completely outnumbered. Tip 21. If enemies are nearby, don't start reviving right away. Wait for gunfire or explosions to cover the revive sound so you don't get caught mid-res. Tip 22. Alter can recall teammates with her ultimate so they can use their knockdown shield. It's an underrated way to buy time and secure resets. Tip 23. Alter can only have one ultimate down at a time now. That makes smart placement more important than ever. Tip 24. Sometimes using your tactical is better than shooting. It can secure easy knocks or displace enemies before you can even pull the trigger. Tip 25. Third partying is the easiest way to get kills and rank points. Time it perfectly and you'll farm RP without taking risky fights. Tip 26. Leave fights that aren't worth it. Even if you get a knock, it's better to reset than ego push a 1v3 that you can't win. Tip 27. Ash's ultimate is still one of the best get out of jail free cards in the entire game. It's instant, unlike most ults that have a charge up time. Tip 28. Always armor swap instead of popping cells or batteries whenever you can. It's the fastest way to reset and win close fights. Tip 29. In the weapon arsenal, upgrade a Mozambique for a guaranteed shotgun bolt. Once you have it, swap to your preferred shotgun to carry the bolt over. Tip 30. The transition from 3 squad to 2 is the most important moment in endgame. Push immediately while the last team is still healing or resetting from that fight. If this video has been helping you out, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss the next one. Tip 31. Stock up on grenades for endgame. If you have certain amps, going for too many heals or ammo isn't worth it, especially when grenades can win fights and easily secure a full squad wipe. Tip 32. Valkyrie can juke enemies by flying over their heads to break line of sight. Once you land, fry and finish confused enemies for super easy knocks. Tip 33. Flanking is the easiest way to secure a free knock and a squad wipe. Always look for off angles that catch enemies by surprise. Tip 34. Focus on landing your first few bullets instead of spraying wildly then correcting your aim. It's the easiest yet most overlooked way to one-clip enemies and conserve ammunition. Tip 35. As they say in Call of Duty, swapping to your secondary is faster than reloading. Even if it's a marksman weapon, it's still faster, just be sure to hit your shots. Tip 36. Dual P2020s are surprisingly strong even without hammer point rounds. If you hit your shots, you can still 1v3 with ease due to its sheer power. Tip 37. To prevent Valkyrie's weapon delay after using her jets, hit a wall before landing. It cancels the animation and lets you shoot your weapon instantly. Tip 38. When respawning teammates, pick an isolated respawn beacon by looking at your map. It's much safer for them and ensures no enemies will push you unexpectedly. Tip 39. After a fight, drop your armor for your downed teammate while your other teammate revives. It guarantees they have shield as soon as they're back up, and you can grab a shield for yourself in another death box. Tip 40. If you're sandwiched between two teams, get out immediately. Let them fight each other instead of getting caught in the crossfire and having to fight both teams. Tip 41. Be kind to your teammates and give compliments whenever they make good plays. It boosts team morale and honestly makes the game way more enjoyable.
Nice, beautiful. Hey, beautiful work, team. You played that well.
Watch my back.
Thanks, bro. So kind, thank you.
Tip 42. Regular jump towers are slower when used by players. Use that to your advantage and beam enemies while they're flying up. Tip 43. Evac towers are faster than jump towers, but Valkyrie's ultimate is still the fastest and highest by far. It is undoubtedly the strongest repositioning tool in the entire game. Tip 44. To win endgames, always play till the very last second before storm hits you. This allows for the last two teams to fight, making it easier for you to third party them. Tip 45. Bangalore smoke can now break doors, meaning enemies healing and playing the other side will not expect you to break it and push for an easy knock. Tip 46. High ground lets you dictate the fight on your terms. You get peeker's advantage, better vision, and easier squad wipes. Tip 47. To spot the real mirage among the decoys, look for the one that's actually facing you. The real one always keeps his eye on the target. Tip 48. The best 1v1 combo is shoot, take cover, and then shoot again. You'll take less damage and win way more fights this way. Tip 49. Never neglect your Legend's abilities, especially when used together. Using your passive and tactical can easily turn a 1v2 into an easy clutch win. Now if you want to play smoothly like that, pause the video and click here for the best gear to level up your gameplay. From controllers to headsets to even full PC setups, everything in this list will help you level up. Tip 50. Even when two teams finish fighting, you have a small perfect window to push the surviving team because they're usually very low and reviving, making it easy to clean up. Tip 51. Evac towers won't explode even if they're at 1% HP. As long as you're already riding the zip, don't panic. You're safe once you're on it. Tip 52. To win more 1v1s, use the unexpected swing. Damage the enemy from behind cover, then swing wide. You'll never expect it and you'll secure an easy knock. Tip 53. Always carry at least one grenade regardless of backpack space. They can get you free kills and completely flip the outcome of a fight. Tip 54. Make the mental decision to either fight or run. Never hesitate. Once you make that decision, give it 100%. When you commit, you fight cleaner and make faster decisions. Tip 55. Leave fights you know that you can't win. Even if you knock someone, it's better to disengage and reset than throw the game. Tip 56. If you're missing all your shots, stop firing for a second. Recenter, realign, then shoot again. It usually fixes your aim instantly. Tip 57. Know when to stop reviving and start fighting. Getting caught mid-res is one of the easiest ways to throw a fight. Plus, enemies will think you'll stick the res, allowing you to surprise defend, allowing for easier squad wipes. Tip 58. Don't fight in the storm unless you absolutely have to. You'll almost always lose because the zone chips away your HP very quickly, especially with the recent changes to the storm. Tip 59. If you get respawned but your teammates die during the process, don't push back in right away. Reset, craft banners, and bring them back later when it's much safer. Tip 60. Use cover to limit how much of your body is exposed while peeking. Shoot, duck, reload, then repeat. It's one of the strongest habits that you can build. Tip 61. On Olympus, the large portal in the center of the map flashes orange when an enemy team is taking them. Use this knowledge to pre-aim and beam them as soon as they arrive. Tip 62. Play well with your team, but don't always assume they'll follow your push. Sometimes you have to watch your own back and play independently. Tip 63. Hip firing is the best way to win close range 1v1s. You move faster and it's way easier to track enemies without aiming down your sights. Tip 64. Some doors have tiny gaps in the bottom corners where you can actually throw frag grenades through. Use it for surprise damage or even clutch squad wipes. Tip 65. Sky nading is when you throw a frag grenade straight up so it explodes when it lands. It's great for initiating a push and hitting enemies hiding behind cover. Comment your favorite tips so far. I love seeing which ones helped you out the most. Tip 66. Grenades are perfect for entry fraggers. Use them to chunk enemies before you even push in and fights become 10 times easier. Tip 67. Thermites are amazing for splitting up team fights. They disorient the enemy's screen with a burning animation and easily separates clean 1v1s in your favor. Tip 68. You can stick enemies with arc stars to guarantee a free kill. Most players panic or even stop moving after getting stuck, making them an easy finish. Tip 69. One of the biggest aiming tips. If you're missing too many shots, stop focusing on your crosshair. Just look directly at your target and your aim will naturally lock onto the enemy. Tip 70. For moving targets, practice leading your shots. This means you shoot slightly ahead of the enemy based on the distance and you'll land your shot much easier when tracking your opponent. Tip 71. Mirror strafing is when you match your opponent's strafe direction while shooting. It helps you track smoother and land more consistent shots. Tip 72. Opposite strafing is when you move opposite of your opponent's direction while shooting. It's great for tracking players with fast movement such as tap strafing octanes. Tip 73. Recoil smoothing happens when you move your body in one direction and moving your crosshairs in the other direction while shooting. It cancels most of the vertical recoil and keeps your aim very steady. Tip 74. In 1v3s, use distance to your advantage. Secure one knock, reposition, and repeat. It turns a risky fight into a much more controlled one. Tip 75. Sometimes, patience is the key to winning fights. Wait for the perfect moment to shoot, then capitalize on an easy knock. Remember, avoid being greedy in this game, and also in real life. Tip 76. Only keep your knockdown shield up when it's helping your teammate. If an enemy is body blocking with it, drop it so your teammate can finish them off. Tip 77. Always change your angles during fights. It makes it harder for enemies to predict where you're coming from and gives you better peeks. Tip 78. Sometimes the smartest play is to stop shooting a random enemy for a second. Reset your focus to the real threat, then finish the fight cleanly. Tip 79. If a fight feels unwinnable from the front, find a flanker off angle. Coming in from the side or behind can completely change a fight because enemies won't expect it. Tip 80. Sparrow's tactical can stick onto a respawn dropship and reveal enemies as soon as they land. Use it for early beams or easy eliminations. Now hit that like button if this video has been helping you out. It really helps me make more of these videos for you. Tip 81. One of Sparrow's perks lets him damage enemies while healing him in the process. It gives him a sort of lifesteal advantage that's deadly in all fights. Tip 82. Use wall bounces to disorient enemies when pushing in. It makes your movement unpredictable and sets up easy beams. Tip 83. Use fatigue wall bounces to throw off enemies when they're pushing you. It disorients enemies and usually allows the first shot every single time. Tip 84. Super gliding is still one of the flashiest and strongest movement techniques in Apex Legends. Master it to become nearly untrackable in fights. Tip 85. Almost everything can bounce off Octane's jump pads. Even another jump pad. Use that for creative rotations or clutch escapes. Tip 86. If an Octane is jumping toward you, position directly under them. They won't be able to see you, giving you a free first shot. Tip 87. Bait a revive to trick enemies into thinking it's a free kill. Now when they rush in, cancel the res and beam for an easy knock. Tip 88. Make quick armor swaps during endgames. This can absolutely be clutch when fighting tight endgames because healing and deathbox armor swapping will take way too long. Tip 89. When reviving a teammate, throw an evac tower first. It gives them an instant escape as soon as they're leaving the respawn dropship. Tip 90. Time your battery or phoenix kit right after Crypto's EMP. In doing so, you'll retain full shield after the EMP is done. Tip 91. If you're the last one alive, sometimes staying still is the best play. Hiding in plain sight like a bush or corner can easily save your life. Tip 92. When fighting Rampart's ultimate, Sheila, pop in and out of cover while shooting only when exposed. Take advantage of Sheila's spin-up delay to outtrade her. Tip 93. No matter how in the zone you feel, always prioritize healing or armor swapping. Getting greedy for damage instead of resetting is the fastest way to die. Tip 94. To split up 1v2s, use your movement abilities to stay unpredictable. It reduces incoming damage and lets you isolate enemies for easier knocks. Tip 95. The Overflow Healer amp is the strongest amp in the game. It heals you the fastest while keeping you mobile during intense fights. Tip 96. One of Lifeline's perks lets her see and ping death boxes with batteries inside. It's perfect for mid-fight resource management and support awareness. Tip 97. Lifeline's ultimate isn't just for reviving. Use it aggressively when pushing. The Halo drone is bulletproof and can block shots while you push in. Tip 98. Caustic can recall abandoned barrels he's placed across the map. This automatically grants you new tacticals without having to wait. Tip 99. Vantage can redirect her second jump after using her initial jump. Use this to disorient enemies and land unexpected angles. Tip 100. Once Vantage's sniper ultimate tags an enemy, it amplifies all outgoing damage. Even regular weapon shots hit significantly harder afterward. You finish all 100, now don't slow down. Click here for 50 rank tips to dominate sweatier lobbies.